What's the deal, everybody? Welcome back to another pod with your man JG. So today is an interesting topic, man, because what I really want to talk about today is keeping the mind still, keeping it calm, learning how to keep your mind under control when you have so much going on around you in your environment. When I say keep the mind still, it's simply saying that you must keep your mind at ease, keep it focused, and keep it locked in on one singular thing at a time. So, because you could be having a whole bunch of things going on at one time, like a bunch of tasks that you have to get done, and your mind is just racing. But when you fail to slow your mind down and focus on the most important task, then you'll never really get anything done. So the topic of today is just calming and keeping your mind under control, and also maximizing your time. A lot of us don't prioritize our time, or we don't have good time management at all. Because, and it's like this, a person can work all day, or, be working like for hours, but how much work is he really getting done in that amount of time? Because you can work all day and still not get shit done. But if you working for a certain period of time, and you're getting the most out of that time, you're maximizing it. It's like people saying that you can sleep when you're dead. That's a lie. You need to prioritize rest. The body does not function if you do not rest. Rest is important. So we have to stop thinking that niggas just don't have to sleep in order to get shit done. Maximize the time that you do have. And a lot of us are not really doing that. I find myself a lot of times telling myself, like, yeah, I got time, but I fucked off about 2-3 hours of that just by not doing anything, just by bullshitting around. So it's like you have to keep yourself and keep yourself moving, keep yourself busy, keep your mind. Being able to have your mind shift focus to the next thing is an important thing, because for me, I struggle with that. Having so many things that I wanted to do, but my mind was racing on so many of those things, I was unable to just focus on a singular area at the point in time and then build on from that. So it's like you have to be able to shift from the next thing to the next thing. It's like being able to pivot. Understanding what the next move is going to be, keeping your mind calm and critical moments as well, because a lot of times we get so stressed out, we get so overwhelmed with the situation, with the environment that we are in. It affects your thought process. Like, when pressure is applied, you have to be able to think critically. Just because when you freak out, when shit hits the fan, it's only gonna make the shit splatter everywhere. You feel me? Like, it's already a fucked up situation. So you have to keep your mind still, keep it calm, keep your focus. So, and that brings me back to the time thing. So it's like, if you only have, let's say 8 to 10 hours in the day of, to get certain things done, it's like you should have a system, have a structure that allows you to be more productive. A lot of people knock systems and they knock structure, but structure and systems is what allows us to, allows us to stabilize. It allows us to have a routine, and it's a process that turns into something greater when it's done repeatedly over a period of time. It's just how it's been done for the longest time. So it's like you're not gonna get anywhere if you fail to realize that you have to stick to something or have to discipline yourself. Discipline is the key word here. Your mind has to be disciplined. Your mind has to be disciplined to resist temptation, resist distractions. You have to be able to weed out the bad energy, weed out the negatives, weed out anybody that's not giving you good positive energy. You got to weed out all of the bad shit. It's a lot of bad shit around us. Like when you think about it, and just how much shit out there can influence your thought process, and almost make you insecure, make you lose confidence. It's a lot of shit out there that affects how your overall mood, your morale. And I think it's just so important, man. Perspective is everything. Perspective is everything. Having your mind calm is everything. Maximizing your time is everything. Understanding to hold yourself accountable when you fail to do shit, and stop making excuses about why it's not going the way you want it. Sometimes you have to make the change. You have to make the sacrifice. People don't be wanting to do that. They never want to just face facts. Like, oh, maybe if I stop being a motherfucking asshole, if I stop being mean to people, it don't cost anything in this world to be nice to somebody, to put out good, positive energy. It don't cost shit to do that. Because you have to take a step back and look like and think like, damn, I would want someone to do that for me. You would want some people to see, like, if you having a fucked up day, or even if they couldn't tell that at all, they just did something nice for you and it just made the day a little bit better, a little less shitty. Life is hard as it is. The people that hate their lives are usually the ones that's doing the most complaining, doing the most hating. They hate their current situations. It be toxic people out there, bro. Toxic people. And for a person to be able to have discipline and be happy, to seek happiness, and to have like just a structured system and everything around them going the way they want it to, you have to weed out. You gotta weed out the bad shit. And you just gotta not give a fuck about opinions of others who may not agree or may not support what you're doing. Don't be afraid to take the risk. Don't be afraid to do shit that makes you happy and expresses who you are. Like, I just got my first 2 tattoos and I never felt more happier after I did it. You may usually, if you regret something, that your mind is usually gonna tell you if that's something that you did that you don't like. You can't deny that. But for me to just be able to express myself and do something that I want to do, that's all. I come to realize that I am a lot different from my parents. I've just grown to realize it. Like, our thought process is totally different. Like, the way I think about things, my perspective versus how they think, it's just totally different. Because I'm left-handed. And like they say, we are in our right minds I'm cutting up just because it's Scorpio season. Turn up though, November 20th. But yeah, left-handers are always known for creativity. They think about things in a different light. That's why they have the creative gene. I guess that's why I lean more towards being a creator as far as content and media. It was just something about it that I was drawn to. So that's how it was, and I wanted to live a life of an adventurous life. Just experiencing everything. Just to get out there and see what the world has to offer. Not be afraid to take leaps and to have fun and to just live life, Sometimes I felt like I was holding myself back from doing that just because, my parents they instilled in me to, just be very conservative, very, careful, very cautious. But, which is not a bad thing at all, because you want your kids to be cautious. You don't want them to make dumb decisions. You don't want them to be irrational. But you also do want to have fun. You also do want to live life. And that's just what I wanted to do. Like, that's what I still am trying to do. It's like, I don't want to be trapped inside a box, forever just hiding how I want to express myself, how I want to live. Some people go through life like that forever, and they never actually get that chance to do that one thing that it is that they always dreamed of doing or they always wanted to do. And it's like, man, my reason is like, you only live once, so it's like, why not? At least the life that I know of, it's my life, and I'm gonna take those chances, and I'm gonna experience life to the fullest. Just seeking happiness, and at the end of the day, that's what all of us want. But happiness does not come, and this goes back to the point that I was making at the start of this. Happiness does not come until you start settling down your mind and understand what you want to accomplish. The goals that you set out, it's step by step. How are you going to get it done? Zone in on that, focus in on that, shift to the next thing. Try not to overthink things too much, because I'm an overthinker. I overthink everything, and that's terrible, because if you're overthinking, you usually second guessing, you doubting your own decisions. You have to be absolute in your decision making. The mind can be the most powerful thing, but it also can be the very thing that drives you insane. It can be the ultimate handicap of why people aren't able to get over certain hurdles that are preventing them from succeeding. It really be the mind. It's the mental blocks. It really be the mental blocks. We digging ourselves bigger holes, making it hard on ourselves. It's like success it's not measured by how much money you have. And a lot of people get that confused, thinking that just because, if you're getting money that you're happy. That's not always, that always doesn't have the same correlation. Happiness is success. So it's like, if you could be doing something that don't really necessarily make a lot of money, but if you're happy doing that shit every single day, you're happy with your life, you know, maybe your family, your kids, whatever it is, if you are happy, then you are successful. So and then don't let nobody else's definitions or their opinion on happiness deter you from how you feel about your own life. It's like that nigga J. Cole said, man, there's no such thing as a life that is better than yours. Because if you are happy doing what you're doing, it's your life. Can't nobody tell you how to live that. So if you're happy doing with that, and you think you have the best life, then that life is the best for you. And you are living the damn best life. Shit, live it up. Enjoy that shit. Just be smart, be careful, you know, be self-aware of how you're moving, of how you're navigating through adversity and situations in your life. Be smart about all that. You know, prioritize your time, work hard. Have your priorities in order as well. You know, don't just fuck off and do dumb shit or not handle your business. Handle your business, but also practice self-care. You know, get your rest, hydrate, drink water, yes, all of that. Exfoliate. It's important. You know, there is a big epidemic. The problem is now is that so many of us are in a mental state of depression. Either we're not realizing it, we are in it, and we just don't know how to get out of it. And a lot of us people at my age, you know, early 20s, late 20s, thinking that we don't have a lot of time. We really have. We have time. But at the same time, we don't, because, like you said, tomorrow is never promised. But shit, you could be 25, you could be 30, you could be 40 years old. Shit, it's still not the end of the world if you still have your life, so you still have time to make a damn difference in how you live in it currently, to still seek your happiness. But people have to believe that that is possible, that it's obtainable. So if you don't have that foundation where you feel like you have the confidence to be like, I can break out of this, I'm gonna push through, I'm gonna keep going. If you don't have that, then you've already lost. And then some people have that negative mindset instilled in them just because of their environment. When you hang around losers, typically you're gonna have a losing attitude. If you hang around niggas that complain all the time, it's just a reflection of who, you know, you are a reflection of who you hang out with. And that goes back to the shit that I've been saying this entire time. Like, it all ties in. Shift your focus, keep your mind still. Keep a zone, keep that instinct, that zone and instinct, that focus on what you want to do, and it will pay off. Man. But like I said, man, I'm bringing another one to y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening. I appreciate it. If you like this content, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more. I'm gonna keep giving them to y'all. I appreciate all the love, all the support. It's JG, and I'm out.